Hey, so this is just a quick demo of the guitar parts from Unknown Mortal Orchestra's track 100 Bats from their new album Curse. Again, this one is in half step down tuning, so we're tuning E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, E flat. For the sake of the video, I'll just refer to them by their normal name. I'll be putting up some demos for all the tracks on the album as I figure them out. There are still a few that have got me stumped. There's just a few overdubs and a few little things low in the mix that I'm trying to decipher, but stay tuned and they'll be up there eventually. This song has got three main sections. It's got the intro, which has got the clean riff, and then it's got the heavy riff in it, the sort of riff in it. So I'll go over that. There's also, that heavy riff happens a few times through the song, and there's a bit of an outro instrumental part that we'll look at as well. There's going to be full tab in the description, so I'm just going to kind of touch on each part. Feel free to use different fingering from what I'm doing, but I think in the intro especially, what I'm doing, everything sits under your fingers. I'm happy with it. If you want to change it, go for it. So we start here with our open A, and we're just going to hit that. We're always bouncing to that 4th fret on the D string. So from the very start, and don't mind me, I'm just scrolling through my music I've made here. We've got this. So we're bouncing to that 4th fret. Then we're going to change our bass note here. Then we're changing our bass note again to the 3rd fret of the E string. Then I'm moving to the 3rd fret of the A string. Got that little pull off from 4 to 2 on the D there. Then we've got our down to the 2nd fret of the E string and 2nd fret of the D string. Another pull off. It says hammer there. I don't mind, actually, kind of like the sound of just sliding up for that last one, but you can just hammer on maybe with your 1st finger to 3rd finger. Then you're into your heavy riff. So this one, really cool kind of rock riff, I guess. You're going open on the E string, and then you're doing a 5 to 6 hammer, and then you're going 5 to 7 on the A string. Then you're doing a lot of open string hammer-on stuff in this next section. You're going open on the E to the 3rd, then you're gonna hammer open D to the 4th, and then you're going to hammer open A to the 5th, and then you're going to hammer open D to the 6th fret. The second time it does a riff, it changes those notes slightly, so it's going open, hammer 5 to 6, 5 to 7 on the A, and then open hammer on to the 3rd on the E. Then you're going to open hammer on onto the 6th of the D, open hammer on to the 5th of the A, open hammer on to open D to the 4th fret there, sorry. So in its entirety, that riff sounds like this. Second time. And then when it does it again, it just repeats that same order. So the first one is going, second one, I think that stays that same way for the whole song. I don't think they changed that alternating between the two versions of it. So I'll try to play the whole intro for you in time and everything, just for you to hear it. And then a lot of these sections are reused later on the song anyway. So we've got... Then the vocals come in, and what happens there is that clean riff that we were doing, now the bass notes, they're going to double up. So instead of just playing them for, well, I'm thinking like double time when I'm counting it out. So we're doing 1, 2 instead of just 1, 2. We're going 2 of them each time, 2 root notes as we go through the riff. So I'll play it with the double root notes here. So if you're looking at my tab, it's where it says verse 1 and verse 2. So we're going. Into a heavy riff. So yeah, there we go. There's our kind of our first and second riffs all rolled into one. That happens a few more times, obviously, through the song. And then in my music, I've called it chorus 1. This is just where we're doing those kind of nice low, heavy, open power chords. So we're just doing this. So we're going just like an open power chord, open E, second fret of the A. It's an E power chord. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do our next power chord is just the 3rd fret from the A power chord. So 3rd fret, 5th fret of the D. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then we slide up to the 5th and 7th frets with our power chord. Then you do that just like kind of half of the main heavy riff. Back to 2, 3, 4. To our 3rd fret from the A power chord to the side up to the 5th. I believe you do the whole riff that time, the second time you've done it. So we'll just do that whole section, just so you can hear it in its entirety. Then we're going to the clean part again after that. So we're going. Sorry, that's meant to be. Into our etc. there. The only other bit that we need to look at is the instrumental. So you're kind of chugging away on that open E power chord, and it's a bit of a shuffle feel now. So instead of thinking just like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's got this 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, that triplet feel to it. So you hear that in the drums as well. Really cool way to change it up. And obviously a bit of dirty sound on it. So it's going to be like this. Yeah, that's right. Oh, sorry, this. Is that right? That's right, I gotta read the rhythm right. It's going like this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we've got this kind of cool bit. You get to do a bit of vibrato. It's mainly on the E string here. You're going sliding up to the 8th fret, 8 to 7, and then you're gonna slide 4, 3, 6, 5, then you're going down to the 1st fret, and then you're going to slide up on the A string to the 8th fret, get the octave there. So I'll try and play that 6 times with that bar, and then our sliding bit here. So we're going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. So after the first time when you do 6 of just chugging away on those on that power chord, you're doing just 2 bars of that, and then you're doing that riff again. And seems to happen 5 times, no, 6 times before you move on to the next section. So I'm just going to try and play that whole bit for you, just from the instrumental here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6. Again. 2. In my music, I've got the number of times you play it, so you can figure that out yourself, I reckon. And then after that, we're kind of just back into our regular chorus. Yeah, sorry. Just into our regular clean sound riff. So we're just finishing up with this. And again, now this is just a single bass note. It's not the doubled up bass notes like earlier in the song. We're just going. Bass notes there, but you get the idea. Good luck with it. I hope this is helpful. It might not be perfect, that's my disclaimer, but it's close enough that you're going to sound like the track and be able to play along, and that's all the fun of it anyway, so enjoy.